Well, I mean, I think this is actually a good day to have a fan of conspiracy theories here with us, because I went with something pretty bread and butter of the conspiracy theorist land.
Love it.
So when I say conspiracy theory, I think the first thing that pops into a lot of people's head is probably the assassination of John F. Kennedy. The theories have not stopped in the years since the Warren Commission submitted its final report declaring Oswald the lone gunman. But we're going to take a look at one specific angle today, because otherwise I would need hours and hours to really get into it. Did the mob kill JFK? So it's no secret the mafia and the Kennedys hated each other. Robert spent the better part of a decade trying to bring down Jimmy Hoffa and the Teamsters for alleged mob involvement, creating tons and tons of difficulty for their operations in many major markets. But he didn't succeed until his brother made him the attorney general in 1961, when he finally managed to get some bribery charges to stick to Hoffa and several people in the organization. There are two primary schools of thought surrounding how events proceed from there. First, a lot of folks think mob members tolerated the Kennedys for years because they were so high profile, but turned to assassination once Robert finally managed to actually get Hoffa into prison. The second school of thought surrounds Cuba. The mob was counting on JFK to overthrow Castro and allow them to return to the casinos they had built in the early half of the century. So when Kennedy didn't manage to effect change, the mob was not happy, and they decided to retaliate. If you're a fan of Scorsese movies, you've certainly heard of Frank the Irishman Sheeran. In his book, I Heard You Paint Houses, Charles Brandt claims that Sheeran admitted to delivering rifles to Dallas 3 days before the assassination of the exact type and variety that Oswald supposedly used. The movie left this piece out, but they did include a line from crime boss Russell Bufalino concerning Hoffa's upcoming death. He says, "If they can off a president, they can knock off the president of a union," seemingly confirming that their syndicate, and especially Frank Sheeran, had some involvement in the assassination.